Whiskey Jason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American over here in Germany, often reviewing rare and exotic whiskeys. Aberlour, fairly rare as independently bottled product. From the Signatory Vintage Small Batch Edition number 9, single malt Scotch whiskey, vintage 2012, bottled 2024. So this is a 12-year-old product. Oloroso sherry, dark stuff. 48.2%, Whiskybase number 250636, and the recommended retail price is €74.90. I can buy it in Germany now for €67.90. Just hit the market at the end of March, beginning of April 2024. What am I going to compare it with? Believe it or not, I actually have a core range product from Aberlour, and it is the Cask Anam, which means rare cask. This is Whiskybase number, wait a second, whoops. So 216802. This is batch number 7. We do have batch number 8 already on the market. This was bottled in September 2022, so I'm a little bit behind the times. 48%, non-chilled filtered. They say 3 different types of casks. And on the back, I'm going to read this for a moment, which I thought was a little confusing. They actually say here, we mature this single malt in 3 different types of casks, the European sherry oaks and 2 different types of American oak casks. What are they talking about? 2 different types of American oak. And it was like, oh, okay, we have sherry in European oak and American oak, and we have ex-bourbon barrels or hogsheads. 3 casks. I'm not really sure if that's the normal definition of triple casks, but hey, why not? Why not? All right, that has a rich influence on the whiskey. Now, is this full maturation? I don't know of the Signatory Vintage here. It is very dark. So, and I don't often get any Aberlour cask strength. It's not even cask strength. Aberlour independently bottled whiskey often. Just reading here from my Malt Whiskey Yearbook 2024. It says here, the plans were submitted to the local council in summer 2017 and were later withdrawn to actually build double capacity at Aberlour. But revised plans sent in later were approved in autumn 2020. And in summer, that's here in summer 2023-2024, this will lead to Aberlour doubling its capacity, in summary, with a new still house, a new tun room, a new mash house, including the addition of 4 new stills and another 16 washbacks. And there are also plans to upgrade the visitor center. Aberlour is the 8th best-selling single malt in the world. I had no idea. And I'm not sure if they're writing single malt Scotch, which they should write here, not just single malt. All right, so the 8th best-selling single malt in the world. Around 4 million bottles were sold in 2022. So Aberlour, when I was there, their visitor center is quaint. It's like going in an old library. All right, it's nice, but it can use some updating here. All right, so the thing I did not mention is the price. I can get this for €49.99 at the moment. So this is actually a €55 product. 55 versus 75. Core range, sherry, and a little bit of bourbon, versus Oloroso sherry finish, not sure. 48%, 0.2, normal, both non-chilled filtered, both here, natural color. This is an OH statement, this is an age statement of 12 years. Is that worth €20 more? It's not about the specs. For me, it's about the flavor profile. All right, so let's try this. Remember, I did the Buna, and hopefully I did the Buna first and not that you watch it next. The Buna was so hot. This is the flavor profile, and this is how hot something is, how much peppers, how much ginger, how much heat is the whiskey in there. This has heat as well, unfortunately. Sláinte. Wow. It's got a good aftertaste. There's a lot of brown sugar. There's a lot of leather, young leather. And there's a little bit of tobacco leaves in here. And there's a tiny, tiny little bit of black cherries. I like black cherries, all right? This is good. It's too hot. Now, I'm going to dilute it down. It's not me today, all right? I'm going to taste this. It's 48%. No, the alcohol doesn't bother me. I just did before this video the Buna 12 versus the Buna 11 from Signatory Vintage Small Batch Edition. It was hot as well. Put enough water in it, bring it down to 40%. It tastes good. Do I really want my whiskeys at 40% when I buy them at 48.2 and add my own water to make them taste good? When I can get a core expression that tastes good from the get-go? That's my difficult decision. Is this worth 74 euros and 90 cents as the recommended retail price? Or will I go over to a core range that I may not have had? I love the Aberlour 14 double wood. I love the 16 double wood. I love the 18 double wood. I used to love the Aberlour Abuna. Cask strength, no age statement. Now the Cask Anam might be a replacement for that. That I just thoroughly enjoy this and go, wow, that's good stuff. I think Aberlour is making good stuff in general. Nose gets a little bit better. This is very cask driven. Everything's still there. I remember, 6 years ago, I was at Aberlour. We did a tasting. We had the bourbon cask matured. We had the sherry cask matured. We compared them. We mixed them. We tried them. And it was really interesting. That's what they do there. That's great. This is a C to C plus with water. Without a water, it's a C minus. It's very, very cask driven. D for value for money. I would not go out and buy another bottle of this for 75 euros. I'm so sorry. That's all I can say about that. I used to. This is like 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I was like, oh, Signatory Vintage Small Batch Editions can't do any wrong with me. Apparently they can. Hot casks. I hope the Aberfeld is an exception to that. So there was also Coile. I'm not going to do that. This is good. I even get a little bit of honey here. I get some candied cherries. Get a bit of orange. And the interesting thing, it goes up. Wow. Has a little bit of tartness in it, but perfectly balanced. This is very good. This is better. I'm going to hold off from giving an official review here. I'm just going to say, if you have the opportunity to buy this or this and you've never bought this, buy this. I don't know if the batch 8 or the batch 6, the batch 7 is just as good. I assume so. But this is very, very cultivated. Cultivated is not right. This is like produced. This is almost, we have an expression in German, Staatsbemüht. This is something, they tried too hard. Yes, exactly. They tried too hard here. And it shows. That's my personal opinion. I'm often very, very generous, and I very, very much like Signatory Vintage. But it just didn't hit my profile. It just didn't hit my palate. It's not my wheelhouse that I expected. All right, please write in the comments what's your favorite Aberlour product. Is it going to be a Abuna? Is it going to be a Standard? Is it going to be a Cask Nam? Cask Nam. Is it going to be a double wood? Is it going to be a triple wood? What is your favorite Aberlour product? Thank you very much for watching, liking, subscribing, and telling others. See you real soon. Whiskey Jason. Bye-bye.